I'm okay. I'm gonna beat the boss with this music playing. I may think, why are you playing this ominous ass music? Because we got an interesting, confusing world. You know what I mean? You'll never understand what's happening here fully. You have to stay patient and, willing to take on anything. At least that's how I've been feeling. That's why I like seafood so much, because it's like, through all this bullshit, seafood does feel like real life. You got the difficulty, you got the unfairness, injustice things happening to you. The fact that I'm doing this all on one life. This was a challenge by my boy Steve. I could have did this on life 21, 23, but fuck all that, bro. We finna do it on the hardest difficulty. I'm at, and it's not as hard as you think. It's literally just like life, bro. Like, we must stay strong, guys. Even if this shit get ugly. They talking about we may be going. I keep hearing this shit like war, the tension in war is just getting more and more close every day, y'all. And it's like, I'm not pussy, so I'm not really too afraid. And I also feel like I'm very accepting of what comes. You know, I've never been a dude. I gotta sweep this nigga. Oh my God, he almost fucked me up. I've never been a dude that's like afraid of like disaster, but we all do have to question, where will we go after this game ends? And I think that's why everybody should get their shit together now. Because if you feel like your life yin and yang and it's never one or the other, you'll be in another realm that's either worse than this one or similar. I don't know. You may have to restart again. And who wants to replay a game that they've been so familiar with? You know what I mean? Like, won't that get aggravating, irritating? Oh, wow. I just lost my life. Fuck. In the game, in the game. Sometimes you gotta tell your body and shit. Why is the quality dookie ass? Fuck. Well, y'all just saw that. I got snaggered. It's alright, because we're back. Oh, clap. Alright, big bro gotta go. Knock his ass. Get this off. But, I just been noticing that, like, as it relates to the deities and different gods, it doesn't really matter who you serve and, where you go. I don't really think I've ever been too loyal to the idea of God fully anyways. But I'm all about God at the end of the day, and I know God is the truth. But I feel like when you're young and you're growing up, you start off as like, kind of like, even if you're like, you feel like you're on one with God, and you at times our tendencies can feel atheistic. I don't really think. I think with fear. Well, y'all saw that. I think with fear, I'm conquering that part of myself. Like I got on a plane again recently, and I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous, but after I took a few shits, I was good, bro. And I had faith that, however weird the plane sounded, I was like, God is gonna get me where I need to get, and what I said came true. I did a 10-hour road trip. Everybody was acting like it was about to be the scariest thing ever. And then low key, I'm not gonna say it was the scariest thing ever, but it was the longest, most tedious drive I've ever taken in my life. But I did it all in one day, by the way. Craziest part, I did it in one day by myself. all I needed was coffee and a liquid, you know, coffee and water. That's all I had that day. I think I ate when I got home. I don't remember. I think I did. I don't remember. I'm not sure. But I did that drive. I got to it, and I got pulled over during that drive. It's a 10-hour drive. Like it's not surprising to get pulled over during a 10-hour drive. Um, but I didn't get profiled. You know, bothered for being black. I was very, respectful to said cop. He was respectful to me. He told me not to drive on. He's like, all right, get up out of here, bro. You good? That was it. I wasn't speeding, so he didn't really have too much on me. He couldn't give me a ticket for nothing. But it would have low-key been pointless to try to give me a ticket because I wasn't really doing anything illegal. You know what I mean? I was just riding on the left lane and, stuff like that. But it was cool though, regardless on if I had a ticket or not, not even a ticket. I feel like the fact that I got pulled over and nothing happened, I had, I did my spells before I left. I was like, did my little protection and I was straight, bro. Nothing happened to me. No tickets, no nothing. In a 10-hour drive, no tickets, that's a blessing, bro. Got in and out of there easy. You know what I'm saying? I think what pissed me off the most though was like, when I said I got pulled over, the people in the East organization automatically started making fun of me, bro. And I don't really like that shit, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like my homie Talal said some shit recently, and he was just like, a lot of niggas like to play. I don't play. And I agree with that, with his saying 50%, because I do feel like it's okay to play sometimes, it's okay to be jokey. But over shit like that, like getting pulled over as a black man, for me, I can get around it because I'm a fucking wizard. But most people fucking can't. Some people get shot on a consistent basis. And for people to be making fun of, like, me getting pulled over like it's some joke, when, we're living in a weird time now where people who get pulled over who look like me get murked. So I just feel like to turn that into a joke, it kind of made me want to like obliterate the whole idea of the group. Cause it's like, you niggas think everything fucking funny, bro. When this shit not funny, bro. Like, ain't no concern, ain't no trust. I feel like a lot of these niggas turning fake, bro, over time. A lot of niggas becoming more degenerate over time. And a lot of niggas that you think respect you don't respect you. And you all need to learn this now. Because, if people keep playing with your intelligence too long, you gonna allow them to be used to that. To play with you. You know what I'm saying? Don't have nobody to be used to playing with you, bro. You know what I mean? We living in a time where, shit happens to people, Don't let nobody play with you, nigga. And respect people, You never know when this might be the last day you speak to them or, whatever the case. You don't want your last conversation with me to be a negative one. You know what I mean? Because, I know I ain't going, but your ass could go. And you don't want to, lose yourself thinking that we had a very bad conversation the last time we spoke. That's why I feel like niggas need to start, thinking more before they speak or treating people better before they do things. Because it is important. Man, I just lagging. People just need to respect each other more. That's really like all I'm saying in this clip. Like, and know when to quit joking, because life is a joke until it's not. Like, it's a fucking joke until it's not. Like, for real. Like, and I want somebody to quote that because that shit is so real. Like, Everything funny until your pocket's empty. Everything funny until life stopped going your way. You know, it's some people that can go through hard shit and be straight. Like they don't think about it. They don't think about it. They're fine. But you know, there's some people who go through the same shit that I go through and be ready to kill themselves. So, you know, I think everybody should be more compassionate for sure at times. But I just heard something recently from a guru. It was crazy. He was basically saying like unconditional love is like bullshit. You know what's crazy about him saying that? I feel like a lot of marriages end up being torture because they believe unconditional love is a good thing. And I'm here to tell y'all, if your marriage is going bad or you're feeling more like not too sure about it, you know what I mean? Don't keep pushing to make it better. You know, if it's like really getting bad, like I'm talking, y'all damn near wanting to put hands on each other and shit, y'all gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's time to stop. People need to understand that everything can't last forever, and unconditional love can only work so long before it gets scary. You know what I mean? A lot of people think they're patient. A lot of people self-hate. But I feel like as a young person, I'm only 22. Woo woo! As a young person, I'm only 22, so I got to give myself grace. You know, I feel like there are some people that broke the code younger than me, or at least realized things younger than me. But there's also some people that are in way worse physical and mental states because they were moving too fast in this life. And I feel like to compare myself to rock stars and people who did it or outshined me, man, I don't give a fuck, man. Because I feel like every moment I'm making now matters. Stand on it. Why is the fucking quality so ugly on this video? This is crazy. I feel like every memory I make right now is very important. And I genuinely believe that at some point people are going to quote me. I believe that at some point people are going to be watching my videos because I have so many aspects of me. If you want some music, you get some music. If you want a podcast, you get a podcast. If you want a live, you get a live. Like there's so many aspects of Runaway Elijah. You can experience me in so many different ways. Soon I really wanna get into yoga, bro, because I feel like the way I live, I feel like that's the only thing missing from my life. But I feel like I just need to wait on my guru. You know, be patient because your guru will come when it's time. You know, when it's time. But right now, I'm gonna just focus on what I can. Focus on getting wealthy. You know, the basics. Because life's not gonna wait on anything or anybody. Oh my God! You know, life's not waiting on nobody. It's not. I feel like, woo, woo! Yeah, life's not waiting on nobody, and I feel like if you, what? Why is this the? Hold on. Dude, why is this such like I'm trying to figure out why the quality is so dookie. Anyways, yeah, I feel like life is what we make it and I'm thinking that somebody's gonna come and save me because it's just not the case. Nigga, you're guilty. Take this blade, bitch. I don't hear nothing about nothing. Okay. Oh, I'm scared. Woo! Woo! She got me nervous, y'all. She got me nervous.
You can barely keep up.
Oh my god. Woo! Oh my god! Thank the Lord. Almost got fucked. Y'all saw that? Man. Man, this internet is killing with this video. I'm just trying to stream for y'all, bro. So tired of technical difficulties. Alright. Is somebody behind me? I gotta feel it. I'm like, who's that behind me? I can just feel somebody following me, bro. Okay, it wasn't nobody important. There's some weak niggas. Weaks. Okay, I've upgraded literally everything. There is nothing to upgrade anymore.
There's no other way.
Alright, let's do it. Let's dive. I'm ready to dive. Alright, let me see about it. Where's my staff, nigga? Woo! Woo! I'll take this big thing. Come on. But I dodged it. But I dodged it, lady. Alright, left, right, pop. But bro, I ain't gonna lie. She getting on my nerves with that shit. Okay. Yeah, you got me confused, lady. Alright, left, and then up. Okay. We in there. Come on. What? Left. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Not to mention my game is fucking lagging. God damn it. Oh, it's gonna be a long playthrough.
Welcome, madam. She's waiting. You're dead.
Practice patience. Look at this. Every time I close my eyes, I see you feeling so lonely. Oh no, 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 no. I'm gonna turn that off, bro. I'm sorry. Hold up. JoJo outro. Part 5. Let's do it. Every time I close my eyes. What is that song? Hold on. Okay, no, it's not that. No, let's save it. Open up your mind. Hold on. I gotta find this shit. JoJo outro. Okay, freaking you. Freaking you. Freak in you. Let's see if we can get this slowed. Can we get it slowed? Okay, we got it. We in here. Let's go. What the song at? Every time I close my eyes, I wake up feeling sick.
You can run, but you can't hide. Oh man!
Oh shit.
What I tell y'all about me? Oh, about to be a beautiful, sexy freak with a big ass meat. Yeah.
The Guardians.
Hold on, y'all. Woo! Mom,
Yeah,
are you still making a plate or no?
it's in the microwave.
You done?
You need to warm it again. Yep.
Ouch.
Yep. I really feel
This made-up order who kept for themselves
Oh,
all the
fuck.
units of the people.
Stabber! Yeah.
I'm engaging the target.
Yo, this nigga was going crazy on this track.
Shit!
Let's go.
Watch out, she's fast. No way.
Hold on. I'm tired of you. I don't know what it is about you, but you got to get from behind me, big dog. Whoa, whoa, look at my health, y'all. Fuck. I'm not playing this game no more. I'm sorry. I can't do it.